obviously I do hair. I'm a hairstylist. I cover pretty much every area in terms of hairdressing. So I braid, I make wigs, I provide and sell hair. I'm a supplier. I also do like natural treatments, and I cover pretty much every area apart from locks. That's the only
Okay.
thing I don't do. But
Okay.
everything else I pretty much do as a hairstylist or hairdresser, whichever one you want to call it. But yeah, I'm an all rounder, is what I would call myself.
So Amanda, obviously I know you and I know
Mm,
a bit about your journey, but for those people that don't know, like tell
mm.
us a bit about your journey. How's it been? Did you just start and everything was just like easy the way it is now, where you've got a shop and you're having all these great ideas, or how's your journey been?
Well, honestly, if I'm being honest, none of what I've done has been anything that I wanted to do. Initially, I was made redundant in 2014. I used to work as an office manager, executive assistant, and then that wasn't a thing for me anymore. So I was kind of out and dry for like a year. And then I was like, okay, I need to do something because I can't sit at home. And bear in mind, I have a whole house that I have to myself. I have bills that I have to pay. So I couldn't sit at home now. So what I did was I had to find a way to make money. So then I prayed a lot about it. That's what helped me to even find my name. The name that I have was through prayer. So then through that, God just said to me, you know what, you're gonna have to go into what you've been avoiding, which is hair. So
Yes. So I see you've mentioned a lot of prayer. Like, so what is it? Is your business based on faith, or is it open to everyone? What, just wanna.
um, it's open to everyone, but I can only tell you how things have been working for me because had it not been through prayer, I wouldn't been as successful as I have been. Considering when I initially started, I started working at other salons. So I didn't start and get my own business straight away. So I worked in other salons in here in South London, uh, places like Bobby's. They're well known salons. Like Bobby's was well known. I worked in a few salons in the Woolwich area, which kind of actually did not build my client, but that's how I originally got my clients. So from there, it just I started off very successfully. That's what helped me have faith in this as well. Because think of entering a business venture and starting failing. You wouldn't want to stay there. So what God did in my the way I look at things is He started me off in such a high that when I started off in that time there was no Instagram. When I started, it was back in 2014. There was no Instagram that hairdressers are posting and doing influencers and whatnot. It was just you're doing hair, you're on the like you're in a shop front, you're seeing, and you just get on with it. So that's how I originally started up until 2016 when things started going down because I moved from places to places. But through the direction of God, and also I lived quite far away, so it was kind of like drive that was driving me to passion and drive was driving me to go to work because had it not been for that, I wouldn't still be doing hair.
Hey.
Yeah.
I see. Obviously, I've done some research as before. Like, obviously, I know you, but I've also done some research. I've well done because I've heard a lot of positive feedback
Thank you.
about the shop from customers and people that have come to your shop and used your service. Very professional, you know. Yeah,
Thank you. That's
I know
that.
you're bougie now.
I wouldn't say that. I would
No,
not say
but
that.
no, but listen. What I'm saying by that is, I know that you're providing a professional service,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
how much hard work has to go behind that service for you to get to that point where you've got customers from different countries coming
Yeah,
to your shop, different
yeah,
people from different backgrounds, different races, and
yeah,
I
definitely.
I've seen everyone, and I've really done
Yeah,
some feedback and research. So I
yeah,
just want to say, how
yeah,
has it been? Like, because obviously, how much hard work has to go behind that? Because that's one person.
yeah.
And
First and foremost, what I would say is,
yeah, and
is
is
that
there? Sorry to cut you. Is there a
mm,
team? I want to know. Do you have a team behind you as well?
no,
Okay, this is what I'm saying, and the feedback,
no.
the things that I'm
What I
hearing.
do have, what I do have, is God really sent me a blessing, which was my partner.
Okay.
Before him, obviously, when I initially started hairdressing, was all on my own, but I didn't have as much work as I have now because I was working for other people. So when you're working for other people, it cuts a lot of costs and it cuts a lot of efforts, if that makes sense. And back then when I started, you didn't have to worry about social media, presence and all of that stuff. You just had to do the hair and be great, and then word of mouth will carry you. Now, I don't have no team. I have pictures, video, all of that stuff. It's all you. So when you're editing, so not only are you providing the service, so you have to, before you provide the service, you have to market yourself to get the clients to come in. So when you market yourself, that comes with pictures, lighting, content creating, hashtags, what you're gonna write on your posts, all of that stuff. That's not even including the service. Then when you actually do the service, that's a job in its role. So you kind of play different roles in so many different areas, and most of it we don't even get paid for. So it's only to benefit our business. But to be honest, it's hard work. Listen, it's to answer your question, it's the battle of the mind. I've had my days when I've given up. There's been a lot of times when I'm like, listen, I'm done with this. I can't keep doing this. I can go and be go back to the field that I was once was. But then it's like, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing if you go back into that. The reason why I do hair is because I live and breathe hair. Hair is my passion. I started off doing hair. My first client, I think I was 8 years old or 9 years old when the first person when I did their hair.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
do you remember when you did my hair when we was young days? Just to put it out there, yeah.
You used to be so annoying. You and my brother used to be so annoying. What can you do my hair? But yeah, like I've been doing it for years. Like, and I started off not even on people. I would pick up anything that had strands. I'm talking the mop, the end of the scarf, anything. And to me, it was like a therapeutic thing at such a young age. That's what drew me back to doing hair, because I never wanted to be a hairstylist ever. I used to say, my family would tell you, like, if you ask them, I used to be like, me, a hairstylist, stand all day, me. I can't do that. But that's what I'm doing today.
That's good though. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing. So obviously now you're doing it, you enjoy it. So are you gonna expand your team? Like, what do you have plans?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
like a lot of hairdressers have just
Yeah,
risen
the pool
since.
is massive. It's
Yeah.
massive. There's so much competition. I would
So
say several things, to be
yeah.
honest.
Okay.
I would say, first and foremost, if you are going to get into it, be passionate. You know, it's not because you can just do hair that, and you buy followers and you buy likes and whatever, because it can go one or two ways. And that means whether you make it and you're so consumed with so many clients and you can't handle it, then you crash, or it's a slow start and then you crash. So it's one or two ways. Another thing I would say is, don't just stick to the hair. Think of the bigger picture. Try and make yourself be a product. So, for example, what I'm ideally trying to be eventually is have an academy, like where I'm teaching younger women or younger girls, or there's guys doing hair now. So younger guys or whoever wants to do hair, mothers or whichever, teaching them how to do hair, have an academy, and just teach people what I didn't even learn. I'm self-taught, so I never actually went to study what I do. I've learned through the gift that God has given me, and it's expanded by me studying the craft. Like, I can't lie, at some point in my time as being a hairdresser, I slacked and I was like, I don't need to learn anything else. What else is there to learn? This was before the lace frontals and all of that came out. So I was like, yeah, I can just do hairs, braids, weaves. It's a quick thing. But when the lace systems, like the lace closures and the lace frontals and the lace wigs came out, that was a game changer. So now there was different techniques that you had to have, and I didn't have those, so I had to wing it at first. But then I went back into education, well, not education, but like researching into the know how to do things. That's when I then knew that, yeah, you can never stop learning in your craft, like never, because that's where you're failing. That's where you really play yourself. So
So
yeah.
like, is your business going to be open to employing people or working with people or collaborating with other hair
Uh,
salons or?
well, right now I've actually got two people working at the salon. well, they're not working at the salon, but they're renting the space, which is Elsa. She does facials. Her business is called Aesthetics. She's amazing. Like she's doing all the skin cares and all of that, and she's killing it right now, right? And then there's an eyelash.
Sorry to cut you. You know what's crazy? Yeah.
Why?
I know Elsa, and she's on my list as well.
Really?
So she's on my list, so it's crazy. So this is like excellent. Just wow. This is rad. I've known Elsa for a long time, and I've seen what she's been doing with her business. So that's just crazy. But yeah, I know she's amazing. Yeah, she is. She really.
So she's renting the room in our salon currently.
Okay.
Then I've got another young lady. Her name is Lash by Naps. She does my lashes. I feel like she's really underrated, but it's not because she works with me. Had she not been working at the salon, I would still say that she's amazing. So I've got 2 people currently renting the space. I've got more spaces to rent, like altogether in the salon, there's 4 rooms. One is being occupied, and then the main room where the hairdresser is where the eyelash girl occupies one side, and then there's the hairdressers on the other side. So I don't mind. I would want people to come and join and work at the salon, and we have competitive. I think we're the lowest rate in the market right now, because the aim is not to make money off of people, is for them to start up to go. It's like this is where I want to start from. So this is why when we're doing our rates for the salon, it's not like other people would say, oh yeah, it's $450 for a chair. Like I remember I used to pay $560 5 days a week, to rent my chair. And I was like, thankfully, by the grace of God, God was really bringing me in clients that I was making crazy money. So $560 to me was nothing. Now, where we rent our shop, I think we start off by a daily rate of £30 a day to rent the chair or whichever. So no one's really doing it at that price right now, but we're looking at the bigger picture in terms of what we've got going on at the salon.
Do you know what? I'm going to clap for you.
Why?
Tell you why I'm going to clap for you, because
why?
You've got a business that's allowing other people to have their own business. Because like, from my understanding, tell me, unless I'm wrong, these people don't work for you. It's like you guys are working together as like a kind of a team. So it's like everyone's got their business in one space and doing their thing, and that's amazing. And that's what we need, and that's what we've been encouraging. So
thank you.
And to you, well done to you.
I appreciate it. But the thing with that is that what I've always said initially when I even got this, how I even got the salon is a testimony in itself. Like if I get the chance to even share it in the small space of time that I have, I will.
Listen, share. Come on, what? Share.
Before I share, I wanted to say that I never wanted anybody to work for me. I don't want workers, because then that makes things a bit like, oh, that's my boss. I don't want to be no one's boss. What I am is, either we're in partnership, I'm boosting you, like the space is here for you. I'm not trying to gain from you. What I'm trying to do is see you win without you putting a hole in your pocket, because I've come from there. I know what it's like. So I wanted to have people not have to go through what I went through, because when I look back, it's like, I don't even know how I did that. That's why I can only relate it to the grace of God. There's nothing that I actually did to be able to afford what I was doing, because bear in mind, I'm paying $560 rent. My rent in my house is a separate rent. My expenses were crazy, and I'm still staying afloat by the grace of God. So I just wanted to put that out there to say that I don't want people working for me. Like I want people to be their own bosses. You come in and you have your own schedule, you have your own business, your own logo, your whatever. It's all we are basically an umbrella, basically.
No, I like the vision. I like the vision. You stuck to your plan. I know you as a person, so I'm looking at it as I know what Amanda's on. So no, it's amazing.
So in terms of the salon, how I got it. So basically, I used to work at Shade Beauty, which is a massive, like she's the biggest Black-owned nail technician in the industry right now. I initially went to work and rent the space at her space, her studio. And then from then she opened up a salon. And where she opened up the salon, the landlord kind of was trying to have a transition. So in the transition, he now said, oh, there's a space in East Ham that we are looking for someone to occupy. So I was like, okay, how big is the space? I didn't know how big the space was. When I went to view the space, I literally was crying because I was like, this is intimidating. I don't have that many clients to occupy this space. So I was like, God, like, why would you throw me in the deep end like that? Because that space that I initially was at was going. They wanted to change it into something else. So I was like, God, what am I supposed to do with this? So I panicked. And bear in mind, this place was such a blessing that the landlord said to me, you know what? We don't want you to pay a certain amount until the first 3 months. Get on your feet, find your space, get where you need to. It was really, really a blessing. Something that I didn't pray for, something that I didn't ask for. Came to me at my literally like came knocking at my door, and I was like, I don't even want it because I couldn't even handle it. Like now, I'm ever so grateful. Like it's my actual baby. Like I just the vision that I have for it is so great. But I thank God for that blessing because I don't know where I would be if I didn't have that place. So that's what I can say about that testimony because that place is actually a blessing. It's where it is as well. It's a blessing. It's right opposite East Ham Station. Of course, parking in Newham's a bit of a tricky, thing, but where it is, it's like there's a lot of footwork. Like a lot of people walk past East Ham Station daily. So the only thing about it that I would say that is a bit like it can be challenging is that it's not a shop front, so it's like a studio underground. But even still, it's the best place that I can be right now. So.
That's it. That's where it's happening. So, guys, you've heard it yourself. Amanda, would you just give people the address so people can find you, or where can they hit you up on your Instagram? Can you just let us know this information?
Sure. So it's at 201 to 203 High Street North, East Ham. The postcode is E61JG. And my social media handles is TLC Studios, Tender Bells Care. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're on Facebook as well. Facebook is a big tool that people should be using as well, by the way. And yeah, that's where you can find us.
Okay. So, Amanda, I want to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
How do you help your community, country, or how do you plan to?
How I plan to what my Congo, my dearest Congo.
Okay, whether it's Congo, Congo. We'll start with Congo, the UK, because I know some of the stuff that you're doing here, but I want you to share.
Yeah. So in terms of the UK, like I said, for me, is to the next step will be an academy. That's the next step in the UK. If I go back home, which is Congo, I want to literally, my vision is to have like a space where people can just come and learn how to do hair, even though they know how to do hair, but learn what people are doing in the other, like, do you know the like westernized side of things? I don't know if it's westernized, but this side of things, like where American people are doing things, where the UK are doing things. Like I want Congo to be just as advanced because Nigeria is advanced, Ghana's advanced, and I feel like there's not enough advanced people back home. So I would want to have like not just a platform, but to have like a space or somewhere where people can come and excel and catch up, if I can say, to what is going on in other countries or other nations, because I feel like Congo has so much, but I feel like it's really being overlooked. And I don't know if it's because of our community or what, but I feel like where I would want to contribute is to really like just attract people that are willing to change things in Congo.
So Congolese investors, you've just heard it there yourself. You know the details. Don't come through me. I just want to make something clear. I want to make something clear because you know, there's always people that's always trying to We're not going to get into politics now. But what I'm trying to say, guys, look, you've heard it yourself. She's given her details. Go direct to her. Speak to her. She's the business owner. I don't want no one to come through me. It's not my thing. This is the whole reason why this show is about the people, what other people are doing. Go to her directly. So let's support, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's support. Let's see what we can do for this to go forward. You know, there's many people back home that have got crazy talent of hair.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really when I mean the raw talent. So
yeah,
you know, let's make it happen, and let's see what we can do. She's put it out there. She wants to do something for Congo. So Congolese people, you know, let's support our sister so she can move forward.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Amanda, the last thing I want to ask you is, what advice do you give to someone that is starting up and that wants to be in the same field that you're in? Because I know there's many young females out there. So what advice do you have for them?
First thing I would say is, if you're going to go into hairdressing, I mentioned it before, you must have passion and drive, because if you don't, you'll get swallowed. And the hairdress, the social media world does not help. Okay, you're not gonna just be walking down the road and people are gonna be seeing your hair, and word of mouth is, it's not as effective as it once was. So first and foremost, you need to be strong-minded, passionate, and driven. Secondly, work with what you have. Work with what you have, whether it be from home. I know a lot of hairstylists that have started off from home. I just didn't have that luxury because I didn't like people in my house. I'm just being honest. I didn't like people coming to my house to get their hair done, because like, I have a big family, and I like my clients to come and really get the therapeutic experience. So for me, I don't want my mum shouting me over, like there's food in the background, whatever. I want people to come and really relax. But sometimes you can't always start like that. So start with what you have. If that means you start from home, like start from home. If you want to throw yourself in the deep end and go into a shop, go into a shop. But I do want you to be aware that there's a lot of people cheating the game and trying to make it seem like it's easy. And I promise you, you can speak to any hairstylist that is actually genuine and doing this right. It's not easy. It's not easy. Every hairstylist that I speak to will tell you it's not easy because of the social media realm. It's competitive, and you need to be a social media kind of like, you need to be witty. You need to have like social media game. Like, I would say that that's my weakness. Like me, my personal life is not on social media. I don't like anything social media. The only reason why I'm on social media is because of my business. And even then, I still have like small setbacks that I'm still working on. But social media, you're going to have to invest in that. That's going to probably be more where your money is going to go to, more than you actually doing the actual job. Because now content is currency. I learned that recently, that content is currency. Like, everything that you post is how your money is going to come in. The more exposure you get, that's how you're going to get your clients. So if you don't invest in that department, you're probably going to be, struggling a tad bit. But yeah, just your drive will keep you going anyway. And keep practicing. Never let the get too comfortable to think like, oh yeah, I can do hair and it's all right. Keep practicing, keep researching, because the trends keep coming. Like, currently there's a new trend in the market, which is braidless weft, micro links, micro rings, I-tips, tapes. Invest in knowing those things. I've got something coming up for that as well, like to become a product. That's something I'm working on. So those are things that you're going to need to have to consider. So if you're going to start this game, don't play yourself. It's not easy.
I hear you, man. Amanda, literally, thank you for your time. I'm so thankful.
Thank you.
I know you've been so busy. Yeah, you don't. Listen, I should say, I've seen hard working females, but I know you don't sleep. She wakes up first thing in the morning. Remember, I hit you up first thing in the morning. I hit you up first thing in the morning, and you're still up, and you have to do more promotion and stuff online.
I try.
Yeah,
I try.
So
I try. Thank you.
Big up to you. Keep doing what you're doing. And if there's any way that I can support you, or anything that I can bring to the table, whether it's ideas or whether it's just trying to help. I don't know much about female hair and whatnot, but I do know that it's not hard to post a story and spread the word, send it to someone to spread the word, the underground, the old school underground way. And I know that it works. Yeah. Whether it's one person, two people, it all makes sense at the end. You know what I mean? So let's just support each other and let's keep going, man. Big up to you. Keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it. Any little help, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag the socials. I'm gonna ask people to promote these videos. These videos, I want it to just naturally, organically grow. I'm just gonna post them up. people, just if you want to support, repost it. It's up to you. You're not just supporting. You're not supporting me. You're actually supporting her business because the video is for her. This video is not for me. This is for you. So big up to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna have you. I'm actually gonna say Elsa. So now we're gonna hit you up next as well, Elsa. So get ready.
You have to hit up Elsa.
Yeah. After Elsa, we've also got the other lady that's part of your business.
Yeah, her name is Abina, but her business page is Lashes by Nabs on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit them up as well, and yeah, it was just about supporting each other. You know, I'm supporting everyone, and it's by the way, guys, it's not just because I know Amanda that I've got her. I'm just want to be clear on this. I'm saying it in front of her so you know. Other hairstylists, everyone, even if you're doing the same thing, hit me up. Yeah. We're promoting. We're about support. And even when I was sharing this vision to Amanda, she was happy with it. She was saying, yeah, you know what? Get other people on board as well, support. Yeah. So big up.
It's not competition. You know, everyone's got the same gift as well. That's another thing that people need to realize. So everyone should shine.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. Amanda, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And God bless everyone that supports, everyone that shares, everyone that, you know, participates in our growth. Honestly, may God see you and bless you.
Amen. Big up to you.
Thank you.
All right then. See you later. Take care.
Bye.